All right, let's hit some of the highlights. First of all, you want to fill it up when it's not plugged in. So you just rotate the handle, open this up, and then pour water in there. Typically, filtered water, distilled water is best. Otherwise, it'll eventually and slowly build up calcium deposits in the steam holes and stuff. This is actually filtered water. All right, but in a pinch, you can pretty much use anything. Okay, so 7-foot cord. I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. 7 foot is plenty long because this is not just a steamer, it's also an iron, which it's not as big as your normal iron, but in a pinch, when you're traveling, you don't want to travel with a huge iron, so I like it a lot. The size is perfect. Okay, so this is how you're going to use it. Put this right here on this base right now, but when you're traveling, obviously you're going to retract it to right there. So let's start off by it's on off. Let's move it up to iron. You want it to preheat on iron so there's no steam coming out inadvertently. And then once this stops flashing, then you'll know it's hot enough. And then you can take it off and start ironing. Okay, that took about 20-25 seconds. Let me just share two things and then show you the steam in action. So I'm going to slip it up to steam now, and you'll notice that it is starting to steam. I'll pull down a darker surface so you can see it a little better. See that? All right, here's the deal though. I don't prefer steaming in this direction because that steam is coming up and hitting my hand. Instead, I like to iron and steam from this angle right here, which I believe is far safer, and you get a better steam job. So anyway, lots of steam, you can see that. For a travel steamer, this is way competent. This is way good enough, so I really like the performance. The last thing I would like to tell you is after you're done, put it back on the plate, move it down to off, let it cool down, and then I always like to drain the water, and then I like to leave it open if possible just to let it fully dry out, and then it won't begin to rust or anything like that. Now it's all built so it won't rust, but over time, over years, you want to protect it. So that's what I would recommend. All right, I am thoroughly impressed with this. The look of it's really good, the size of it's really good, and the effectiveness of the steaming is perfect. I have no complaints at all. Very impressive. Thank you, Jack and Rose. All right, this company did reach out to me for this review. I've done a couple other steamer review videos in the past, so I guess they saw one of those, and so they wanted to ask me to do theirs. I like this one, and what I really like about it is the size, but you don't lose a whole lot of performance either. You get a lot of steam for a little bit of a size. So last but not least, put that like that. And then what I do, and it's still a little bit hot, but it does have this pad on it, so I'm going to do this anyway. What I like to do is, when I'm traveling, after it's cooled down, I like to wrap it like this with the 7-foot cord. And then it fits really nicely in my bag and keeps everything close. In fact, I could probably even slide that through there. Play around with that a little bit. But anyway, that's the idea. All right, cool. Have a great day. Hope that helps you.